Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside Cooley Law School Stadium. We're in Michigan State Capital, Lansing, Michigan, where tonight Lansing Ignite FC plays host to a nemesis of theirs all season long, Toronto FC2 in USL League One action. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. It was a rough go last time out for Lansing Ignite FC against Toronto FC2. As a matter of fact, Toronto FC2 with a 3-0 blanking of LIFC. Toronto has scored 5 goals and just 18 total shots in these two matchups. Mix in a win on the road in Lansing back in April as well. And Toronto FC2 has had the number of LIFC. Talking with head coach Nate Miller, he said his side is angry and they are ready to bounce back here tonight. Now let's check out our player matchup, brought to you by LSJ.com and the Lansing State Journal, part of the USA Today Network. Couple of big-time goal scorers taking center stage. Nick Moon for Lansing Ignite FC, leading that side with 3 goals on the season. Sean Hundell as well. He's played in just 3 matches this year, but has found the back of the net twice. These two will go at it. Toronto FC2 looking for a road win. Lansing Ignite FC trying to bounce back and get things rolling. We'll get you the starting 11s, and we will kick it coming up next. Welcome back inside Cooley Law School Stadium, just moments away from the opening kick. Our broadcast, as always, brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow, as both sides take the pitch here in Michigan's state capital. Lansing Ignite FC with those orange kits, those slick home orange kits. Let's check out our starting 11s, brought to you by Frazier Trebilcock Law Firm. Individual expertise, collective advantage. And there is the 11 for Nate Miller, the youngest head coach across all U.S. professional soccer leagues at just 33 years old. Stefan Cleveland, a guy that you can certainly watch, has brought a lot of stability to the goalkeeping spot for LIFC. On the other side, for Toronto FC2, a shortened roster, given all the international and developmental academy stuff going on in San Diego, of course, with U.S. Soccer. Toronto FC2, as a matter of fact, just 14 players available here this evening, but they do have a good 11 out there that has been on the run as of late. 3-0-2 in their last 5 matches. They have made their way up the USL League One tables. We're just about ready to roll. Toronto FC2 will open this thing up with the possession, and we will get things going. Cooley Law School Stadium. Beautiful night for soccer in Lansing. Opening kick temperature 72 degrees. The whistle sounds and we are underway in Lansing, Michigan. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us wherever you may be watching around the world on ESPN Plus and YouTube as well. Toronto FC 2 coming out really in that 4-5-1. Coach Michael Rabaska made mention of the fact the challenge will be tall, given all the player commitments as the flag goes up early on. Ricky Lopez-Espin trying to slide through. And as we talked about in the open, Toronto FC 2 with a 5-0 aggregate score in 2 matches over Lansing so far. That has not sat well with the players in orange. Nate Miller said his side is angry, but this Toronto FC 2 team has really improved a lot. You don't have to believe me or believe Nate Miller, just look at the table. They've worked their way up, sitting in 3rd right now. Coming off the line and shepherding that one over the line is Kevin Silva, getting the start as the keeper for Toronto FC 2. Played his college soccer at UCLA. As a matter of fact, 30 matches played there. Also had a spot on the USA U19 national team. He's on loan from Lothian FC of the Scottish Premier League. Ivo Cerda tried to give it a go. LIFC will maintain the possession. There is Brandon Fricke with that captain's armband on the left arm. Tries the left side. And this probably will be the story that we'll see a lot of the first half. Lansing Ignite FC will have the ball at their feet a lot. Enjoy a lot of the possession as we take a look at just how shorthanded TFC2 will be here this evening. That's a pretty impressive run of players that are not available here tonight. Nobel Okello away with Canadian national team duty in the Gold Cup. Lansing Ignite FC represented in the Gold Cup as well. Midfielder Nathan Lewis got the start for Trinidad and Tobago. Played 83 minutes last night. You hear the assembly line in the background with the drums. Their obligatory pregame match. Lansing Brewing Company. Michigan Governor Whitmer earlier this week at the Lansing Brewing Company as well. There is Nick Moon, who we featured in the open. Very versatile player, can play all over the pitch. He can unlock a lot of doors for you. Moon had the goal against Greenville last week. LIFC coming off that 1-1 draw against a Greenville triumph. Sean Handel, the target. That pass just out of his reach. Jumping on top is Matthew Serbel. Serbel touched it wide to the right side, trying to find Griffin Dorsey. Dorsey overran it. We're in the 4th minute. Cooley Law School Stadium. Here comes Celso St. Duke. Celso inside the 18. Makes his move to the left side, defended nicely by Franco Ramos Mingo. And that shot launched over the top of the frame. So Lansing Ignite FC with the first shot of the contest. Take another look at our replay brought to you by Sparrow. Celso St. Duke put it on the tee, and that ball launched over top of the crossbar. Shot was deflected, so there will be a corner for LIFC. Ball served towards the back post, headed on frame, and it's off the left post, as a matter of fact. Dangerous opportunity. Kevin Koifik was in the area. Beautiful service on the corner. Koifik put it just off the post. Koifik prolific at 6'3". Was a JUCO All-American at Broward College back in 2016. Had the game-winning goal at Richmond this year. He's always a target on those set pieces. Dante Campbell will play it back. Ramos Mingo swings it to the right touchline. Goes over the touchline and a throw-in coming. Griffin Dorsey will toss it in. The number 6 overall pick, 2019 MLS Super Draft by Toronto, signed a Generation Adidas contract. Big-time player at the University of Indiana. Made his pro debut back on February 19th in the CONCACAF Champions League. And through the middle, Gideon Wija. He goes to the right side and makes a run. That ball is taken away by Xavier Gomez. Toronto FC2, their first sustained possession in this matchup. Despite that 4-5-1 setup, Michael Rabaska, and also despite the fact of just 3 available subs, Rabaska's side finding their stride a little bit offensively. Schaffelberg hits the turf not once but twice. Equal set it up. The former Michigan Wolverine plays it up towards midfield, scored 9 goals during his time for the University of Michigan. Dorsey can't catch up to it. Throw-in coming up for LIFC. Busy week for Lansing Ignite FC. They will host Orlando City B coming up on Saturday. A weekly conversation. Coach Nate Miller, he mentioned the fact the Wednesday match isn't the problem. They've had the full rest coming off the Greenville matchup. So the problem will be Saturday. Get quite their full repertoire of rest. Sean Hundell coming in hot. 2 goals and 3 matches played. He's been an up-and-comer in the Toronto FC organization. Hundell was number 4 on the USL 20 under 20 list last year. People waiting for it to click for Sean Hundell, and as of late it has. That ball bounces up to Kevin Silva. Silva had a clean sheet against Tucson back on May 24th, and also a clean sheet against this very Lansing Ignite FC side on June 8th. Mimo Shobani plays it up towards that left side. Reversal, touched quickly by Nick Moon. Ricky Lopez Espin unable to get on the other side. Silva, the former UCLA Bruin, puts the boot to it. That foul will go against Lansing. Sean Hundell pushed in the back. Restart for Matthew Serbel. Serbel gives it away. Here's Celso St. Duke. Celso will take on all comers. Celso steps around, and the touch just a little too heavy. Allows Kevin Silva to go to the turf to scoop it up. But Celso St. Duke came in quickly. He didn't care who was back there for Toronto. Dante Campbell got in the way just enough. This Lansing Ignite FC team, a very different side at home. Nate Miller, with his propensity to pressure, certainly up top, likes to press. Had some very entertaining matches here at Cooley Law School Stadium. Schaffelberg touched it through. Hundell unable to catch up to it. Franco Ramos Mingo goes to the right side. Here's Griffin Dorsey. Nifty footwork by the official to get out of the way. Ball served to the left side. Campbell will send it back to the middle. Toronto FC with some good possession. Schaffelberg, target in the middle. Moshobani play it away. Moshobani scored the first goal in LIFC history. Rondell tried with the little nutmeg. Unable to get on the other side of it. Slotted ahead. That will be escorted over the goal line by Kevin Koyfik. Everybody on their game early, especially Becky Pagan, the official, getting out of the way of the pass. And there is the look at the assembly line. They're feeling it, as they always are. Good times had over at the Lansing Brewing Company. They march over to the match. They keep it moving. Pride Night being celebrated. The LIFC organization. Pride celebrations continue to go on all month long. Proceeds from some of the ticket sales benefiting local LGBTQ organizations in the Lansing area. So certainly a tip of the cap to Lansing Unite FC organization for the work they do. Ball touch wide to the right. Moshobani will play it back, but it's played over the touchline. We're into the 13th minute. Some high pressure from Toronto FC too. Nearly netted a turnover. Nick Moon gets back. Moon with the reversal to the left side. Marshall Hollingsworth goes to Celso St. Duke. 1v1. Celso likes these types of matchups. Comes up empty this time. A turnover. And here comes Toronto FC too. Schaffelberg, 1v1. He's cut off. Koyfik very strong defensively. Cross will go all the way over, and it's touched over the line by Xavier Gomez. So Gomez takes no chances. Always better to concede that throw than the corner. Griffin Dorsey, who had the first goal against North Texas last week. That was a 3-0 deficit. Toronto FC2 came back from Nick Moon. Played that pass away. Very dangerous for TFC2. Has been strong in the first 13 minutes plus. Celso St. Duke with some pressure. Nearly got a turnover from Ramos Mingo. Adolfo Avalle in the middle. Long ball sent ahead, played very easily by Nick Moon. Jacob Schaffelberg has been a consistent target for Toronto FC2 in their attack. Schaffelberg signed with the TFC Academy back in 2016. Hollingsworth plays it up ahead to Celso one more time on the left side. Celso drops it back. Lansing trying the left side. Here comes a cross. Too deep. Nick Moon slaps his hands together. Silva will put the boot to it. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Through ball ahead, left side of the box, this time stepping through and making the play is Schaffelberg, but his cross couldn't find the mark. It's right at the corner of the 6. How much thought he gave to taking the shot there. Toronto FC 2 on the road with just 3 substitutes, controlling possession to the tune of 66% in the early going. Very good start. Rabaska's side. He was named head coach TFC2 back on June 4th of 2018. Also the director of high performance for Toronto FC. Previously an academy coach for Real Salt Lake. Rowan coming up for Lansing. There is the TFC2 bench. Assistant coach Chris Pozniak, the goalkeeper coach Phil Borger. We're in the 17th minute, no score. On the other side, there's a Lansing bench. They're led by Nate Miller in his first season. He was a head coach and GM of Lansing United of USL League 2, also the head coach at Spring Arbor College in Michigan. Very simple with Nate Miller. When he's a coach, your team tends to win a lot of matches. It's funny how that works. Miller's done a great job at every stop. His assistants Joel DeLass, Tim Daniels, the goalkeeper coach Wael Zenga. Slotted through on the right side. Undal touches it inside the 18. Jesus West getting his first touch of the evening. Giving it a go with the right foot over top of the frame. Ovalia served it up. Jesus West teed it up. Ovalia saw something he liked. Didn't get the execution he liked, but the assembly line in the mix, they were going to stop it. .72 degrees, an opening kick in the Lansing area. There was some rain earlier on. The rain stopped. The sun peeked out for a little bit. Cloudy skies as of now. That call will go against Toronto FC 2. There's another look. Becky Pagon, the head referee tonight. There will be an adjustment of the spot. Winging it far to the left is Koyfik. Koyfik put it too far to the left. It's over across the goal line and a goal kick upcoming. Kevin Silva will put the boot to it. Koyfik had probably the best opportunity of the match so far off a corner. His header went off the left post. And since about that moment, Toronto FC 2 has been in control. Matthew Serbel goes to that right side again. Gideon Nwija drops it back. Cross sent in. Nick Moon will take no chances as he flicks it over the goal line. Corner upcoming for Toronto FC. Service from West. Jacob Schaffelberg continues to be the target. Lansing Ignite FC saying the corner was touched. They wanted to take it and counter. Xavier Gomez pointed to the spot and said, hey, he played it. Whistle sounded. They'll re-tee it. 21st minute. Lansing Ignite FC with the 3-4 and 5 mark. They're 6th in the table. Toronto FC at 5-3 and 3. They are 3rd. Big 3 points on the line. Corner serve, headed off the crossbar. Sean Hundell hit the crossbar off the corner. And the ball was sent over top of the frame. Toronto FC 2 that close. Sean Hundell looking for his 3rd goal in 4 matches. It's just that close. So a crossbar hit for Toronto FC 2 off a corner and a post hit for Lansing. That through ball sent ahead. Putting on the brakes, the shot from Griffin Dorsey is stopped by Stefan Cleveland. Xavier Gomez. LIFC now trying for the counter. Shobani. Celso on the move. Can't quite catch up. Kevin Silva comes off the line at the last moment. Run on the left side, Oshobani, but dispossessing the attacker was Ovalle. Serbal, there's that guy Schaffelberg, service over top of everyone. Hundell made a run at it. Rabaska has to like what he's seen so far as we cross over into the 23rd minute. Toronto FC 2, since about the 6th minute, has certainly been the aggressor. Going for Lansing. TFC2 will try the attack on the left side. Dante Campbell plays it up, looking for Schaffelberg again. Cleveland comes off the line. Schaffelberg nearly won the race. Stefan Cleveland holds his ground. 2 clean sheets this year for Cleveland. 78% save percentage. Really has stabilized the keeper position. Lansing Ignite FC. Nate Miller discussed that at length during our weekly conference call. He's come in hungry, and it's shown. Celso St. Duke tried the pressure, but now Silva will tee it up. There's Nate Miller, the youngest head coach across all U.S. professional soccer leagues, just 33 years old. He certainly has a brand of soccer that he likes to play. And his teams play as well. Throw in for Lansing. They will play it back. Brandon Fricke, the captain. Fricke played 1 match for the Charlotte Independents back in 2015. Here's Koyfik with it. He tried to slide it ahead. Miller very animated right now. Schaffelberg touched it back towards the midfield stripe. Dante Campbell attempted the build-up. Matthew Serbal thought he won a throw, but he did not. turn in some tight quarters. Gomez was on the USL League One Team of the Week. First week of the season, he had a goal and an assist at Richmond. Gomez, the 41st overall pick in the 2018 MLS Super Draft by the Minnesota United. Bunk Anderson played it back to Silva, now gets it back. Bunk Anderson with a goal against Lansing. June 8th, that 3-0 TFC2 win. Gideon Wija has space. To find Hundal, couldn't. Now Hundal, as he's done for the last couple weeks, just happens to find the ball. Now it's given away, and here's Celso St. Duke. He's stepping through with some pace. He will get the whistle. Defender had to obstruct his run. Well, Celso was going to get through, and there will be a yellow issue. Franco Ramos Mingo hit with the yellow. Here you see Celso was on the move, and then the obstruction by Ramos Mingo will put him in the books. 27th minute, as we talked about earlier, just 14 players traveling. 2 of those players keepers. Ramos Mingo certainly has to watch himself. Next 64 plus minutes. Celso on the move, beautiful service. Celso catches up to it, surveys the scene, crosses over, and the whistle sounds. Celso hit with this foul. And now Celso will go in the books. Becky Pagan goes up with the card. You guys can be the referee at home. St. Duke, 28th minute. He's a team captain for the U17 Haitian national team. Played for the U20 Haitian national team last year. Fun player to watch. Plays with a lot of pace. Always looking to move. Always looking to go. Celso along that left touchline again. Being defended by West. Celso couldn't get everything he wanted on it in the pass. Had to find Moshobani. Ramos Mingo rubbing the back of his coconut there. And Silva out. Give him a hand up. Looks like he hit his head on the turf. Ramos Mingo getting a little bit of a breather. Silva over in the discussion as well. Becky Pagan will summon the trainer. Fans, remember you can follow Lansing Unite FC and the rest of the USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, the US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. So since they called the trainer onto the pitch before the player got up, he has to come off the field. Sure, he will re-enter in quick fashion. Make sure you go to ESPNplus.com, sign up for ESPN Plus. I always like to say it's the best value in streaming television, period. If you're a sports fan, you owe it to yourself to get it. Just like that, he's back out, and away we go. 31st minute, 0-0 the score. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us, wherever you may be watching around the world. Celso up the left side. Celso has it played away. The good news for Lansing is the throw-in is coming. With still a big-time advantage in terms of possession. Just over 61% of the time they've had the ball. Winning the aerial duels as well. But we are level 0-0. The only match going in USL League One tonight. Per usual, there will be a busy slate on Saturday. Of course, Lansing will be back right here at Cooley Law School Stadium. And will play host to Orlando City B for the first time this season. Those are two sides that will see a lot of each other in the coming weeks. Whistle goes against Lansing Ignite. Shabani came over. Schaffelberg wanted to get it rolling. Let's see. There you see a handful of kit. Call made by Becky Pagan. Gomez steps over, can't quite catch up. Now in the middle, Ovalle. Here comes TFC2 one more time. Nearly getting through everybody was Griffin Dorsey. And it's headed down by Adolfo Ovalle again. Ovalle signed a homegrown contract with Real Salt Lake in 2015. Also spent some time with the Chilean U20 national team. 50 ball played up. Lansing Ignite will gain the control. Here comes Nick Moon with some open real estate in front of him. Moon on the move. That ball just gets over the line. Dante Campbell nearly made the spectacular defensive play, and Moon will throw it in possibly. Nick Moon, 3 goals this season. More than capable of jumping up into the attack from that defender spot. That's where he's summoned to play. Can play midfield as well. Sometimes what I like to call a Tupac player. How do you want it? You can do it any way you want it done. Celso St. Duke will trot back defensively. St. Duke in the books, the yellow card with the 28th minute. More than a third of the way through. Silva moves it over midfield. Match has slowed down over the course of the last 5 or 6 minutes. Hasn't been the high quality scoring opportunities that we saw in the first, say, 25 minutes. Whistle sounds, we'll have to do the throw in one more time. That whistle will sound. Zivo Serda taken down from behind. Shabani plays it out to Celso. Celso get everything he wanted on the pass. Lansing will keep the possession. Ball threaded through. Celso on the move. Popped up over the line. Are you looking for the latest USL League One news and content? Follow @USL1 on Twitter, Facebook, and the Gram, as the kids say, for exclusive access and updates. Keep up with everything USL League One all over social media. LIFC able to maintain that possession. Another throw-in coming up. The corner was served in. Best chance was from a corner around the 5-minute mark. Kevin Koyfik with the service off the left post. Toronto FC2 possibly looking to counter. Running up the pitch in a flash was Dante Campbell. But instead, TFC2 turns it over. Look at Campbell come back. Celso hits the turf, puts his hands in the air. How about that pace from Dante Campbell? Wanted to cue the counter. Once that broke down, stopped, made a dead sprint back down to get back defensively. Boom with a quick throw in off the assist from head coach Nate Miller. Serbal makes a move. Through ball ahead. Serbal puts the brakes on. The shot goes wide of the left post. Serbal made a heck of a run. Let's check it out again. Schaffelberg was also in the vicinity. Turf inside the 18, an unfortunate victim of circumstance. Serbal pounds his fist into the ground. Zivo Serda goes to Celso. The flag is up, I believe. Celso in just ahead of the play. Kevin Silva. Boom went down the pitch, you would believe. He does just that. Flicked on Sean Hundal. The 40th minute. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us inside Cooley Law School Stadium right here on ESPN Plus in the United States and all over the world on YouTube. A post hit for Lansing Ignite FC, a crossbar hit for Toronto FC2, and that is where we stand. Shabani, who scored the first goal in LIFC history earlier this year. Jacob Schaffelberg over to good show of sportsmanship. There is Michael Rabaska, the head coach, Toronto FC2. Great conversation with him earlier this week. He said they've done a great job of just focusing on what they do, not really worrying much about what the opponent's going to do. Just want to play well together. Back heel played over the touchline by Ramos Mingo. That's actually a heads-up play. Stop from conceding the corner. Cerda with the cross inside the 18. Nobody on the other end. For Lansing Ignite, but making a strong run is Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg will win a corner. This corner was all Jacob Schaffelberg. USL Player of the Week for Week 10. His first professional goal against Forward Madison that week. 2 goals on the season. See what Toronto FC2 has in the bag of tricks. So Assembly stays on the drums. Assembly line doing what they do best. Here comes a corner. Serve towards the back post. Got all the way through. Side kick attempted by Dante Campbell. And another corner coming up. Let's check that out. The replay brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Dante Campbell gave it a go, but Stefan Cleveland shut it down. Schaffelberg to serve it up. Constant pressure here for Toronto FC2. Corner played short. Here comes Celso, trying to mount a counter. 3 teammates up with him. Here comes a 4th. Shot with the left foot, goes just wide of the frame. Celso. Shot out of a cannon on the counterattack. Nearly put Lansing Ignite FC ahead. Check out this pace. We've been talking about it all night long. So St. Duke served it up beautifully. Shabani nearly put LIFC ahead. Silva will restart things with a goal kick. Del the target. That pass played away. Nick Moon, he had it taken away and then he took it back. Moon will win a throw, I believe. He did. Ivo Cerda. In. Ricky Lopez Espin trying to backheel it to himself. Here comes Lopez Espin. Makes a side turn. It's too heavy on the touch. There's a frustrated look on his face. Whistle sounds. Nate Miller not happy. He wanted his side to go with it. Reversal by Koifik. Celso on that left side as he has been all night long. Hollingsworth, it looked like lost his footing. Took a tumble. There's Marshall Hollingsworth. 41st overall pick. Colorado Rapids in the 2016 MLS Super Draft. Hollingsworth has a goal for the Columbus Crew in U.S. Open Cup play on his resume. Toronto FC2 looking for the attack. Sean Hundell had it. Sent it out wide to the right. Attack for Toronto FC2. Very deliberate. Dante Campbell tried to send it through. Now gets it back. As we move into stoppage time, there'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehab partner of Lansing Ignite FC. Toronto FC2 have to be very pleased with the first 45 minutes plus. Lansing Ignite FC dangerous for the first 5 minutes. Then TFC2 went on the move as well. Possession right now sitting Toronto FC2 at just over 59% of the possession. Stretching the field wide to the right side. Here's Griffin Dorsey. Dorsey has it taken away by Hollingsworth. Perfect defensive play by Marshall Hollingsworth. The final minute of stoppage time. Celso amongst 3 defenders. Ramos Mingo wins the battle. Schaffelberg had to step through. Instead had it taken away, but Lansing Ignite FC will give it back. Lavalle. Adolfo Lavalle got in the mix again. Toronto unable to maintain that possession. This ball's chipped up towards midfield. Shabani taken down, whistle sounds. Final few seconds of stoppage time here in the first half. Restart played short by Koifik. Is there enough time for a counter for Toronto? No, as the ball's played high into the air. Xavier Gomez, maybe time for one final push. Threads it through. Celso on the other end, his cross. And the whistle will sound. And we have reached halftime here at Cooley Law School Stadium. Bit of a tough break there for Lansing Ignite FC, as they were denied a corner by the clock. So the two sides will go to the locker room scoreless. A couple of high quality opportunities, but no goals pushed across the line. So we'll take our first halftime break. Come back, get you ready for the second half. Fans are feeling it. It's 0-0 through 45, all to play for here in Lansing. Couple of high-quality opportunities, but no goals. The result, 0-0 the score here through 45 minutes of play. Lansing United FC and Toronto FC 2. And speaking of Toronto FC 2, let's take a look at their fantastic new training facility.
Hey guys, welcome to BMO Training Ground. My name is Alex Jacobiak, part of the U9 team squad. I'm going to be giving you a tour. So right now we're in the kitchen. This is where we get our hot meals after training, and this is where we kind of connect with our teammates. We like to kind of sit on this side and view the other training sessions that are going on, as well as other games that might be being played. Okay, so right here is La Manta Field. This is our home academy field. This is where all our training sessions as well as home games are played. And then over here to the right is where our first team pitches are. Those are actual grass, while this La Manta Field is turf.
The club has grown significantly in terms of resources. Clearly the facility here at BMO Training Ground, what we're able to offer the players on a daily basis, whether that be mental training, sports science, the actual technical development on field, as well as food after training.
It's a world-class facility. I mean, that's the most important thing. We have our first team here, our second team, all the academy teams. They have everything they need.
They get to walk through the same doors that Josie Altador walks through, or Jonathan Osorio, or Jay Chapman, or Michael Bradley, or Pozuelo. So that's an honor, it's a responsibility, and it's also an opportunity.
When they're growing up, you know, a lot of young boys, they want to be a pro basketball player, pro baseball player, pro soccer player. And here we allow them the ability to train amongst other high achievers in soccer. Obviously, Jonathan Osorio, Ashton Morgan have come through here into the first team. More recently, Ayo Akinola, Liam Frazier. So I think they can kind of see the progression.
We like to mentor our academy players by sometimes having our first team players speak to them about their experience, particularly the ones that have been through the pathway.
It's great that we're all here, we have the same home, we're all together.
There's a camaraderie, and there's a feeling that they are part of it, that it's all for one, and that they're part of this one, that's TFC.
My teammates have become so close to me, being with them every single day. I've built close relationships to every one of them.
They're all great people. They all push me every day. It's my second home.
These kids are really good at soccer, and they make me improve.
Being able to get better every single day on and off the field.
Just being here with the players and everything and playing, it just really means a lot.
It means almost everything.
And here's our classroom. Basically, this is just a place for any academy athletes that want to come here before school and get their work done, as well as Sue McMillan is a very great resource. She helped me with my SAT prep, as well as my entire pathway throughout high school, picking courses, and just any help that I needed. Here's our main gym. Usually we get our team lifts in, as well as if there's any time or the gym is open, we get to work out here by ourselves as well.
The most important thing is the understanding of what it takes to be a professional. Our knowledge and what we do on a first team level at the highest possible level here in North America trickles down to every age group and to every athlete that we have here.
We try to leave no stone unturned.
This is where we get our treatment or any taping that needs to be done before training. Any help that's needed in terms of physically, recovery, as well as treatment, this is where you would go. So that was a little tour of BMO Training Grounds. This is now my 6th year in the academy, and throughout my experience here, I've had to meet awesome players, awesome coaches, and be able to train at a really high professional level. And I've had some really amazing experience that I hope to continue on to hopefully first team one day.
Arby will try again, and another. Crossing in, it's a goal! Arby will try for goal again and find the back of the net. The cross keeps the winner! Another brace! Gallegos cuts it back! Gallegos! How about that
finish? And involve them in the process.
What does it mean to go full mingo?
Going full mingo means
What does it mean to go full Mingo?
You know what's funny is I actually hated that when I first heard it.
We say you never go half Mingo, you always go full Mingo, and that means just whatever the maximum extreme is, you go for it.
You're showing up there, you're passionate, you're wearing your gear, and you're being loud and proud in the brightest, boldest colors possible.
You're willing to be weird, you're willing to be, out there, stand proud.
Means to put all of your energy, your passion, and your love and support into Forward Madison. We're mere caretakers for this team. The team really belongs to Madison and the people of Madison.
I mean, I think everybody, to a certain degree, is interested in what their crest represents of the club they support. But it also means a lot more when the people that are actually like in the stands every week are the ones that actually help make that happen.
The players on the field represent them.
From the get-go with our supporters, you can tell there's going to be a special connection. It motivates me every day to show up to training. It's why I play. And to be able to help foster a sense of community that fans and supporters connect with week in and week out, that's special to me. It's something that I cherish.
We've got a great facility to be proud of. We've got a team to be proud of. What this club is trying to do is offer a real sense of community to people from all different backgrounds, all different jobs, all different ages and everything. It's to each and every demographic as well.
The best thing we did was empower them, deputize them, and not get in their way, just support them.
Welcome back to halftime. Let's take a look at the USL League One news and notes. And, of course, North Texas taking a lot of the May awards. Arturo Rodriguez took the player of the month, while Eric Quill was the May coach of the month. Of course, when you sit at the top of the table, you tend to get a lot of awards, and that's certainly something that North Texas has done. Your USL League One Team of the Week. Of course, we've got the honor of watching one of those players here in our match tonight. As you look at Matthew Serbel over there on that left side. And of course, you have to take a look at the table coming into tonight's game. Keep in mind, tonight's matchup, the only one going in all of USL League One, Toronto FC 2. You see the result of their recent run of form, 3-0-2 in their last 5 matches. They've climbed all the way up to 3rd place. Lansing Ignite, though, sitting there in 6th place. A huge 3 points coming up in the second half of our match here tonight. This will be the scoreboard from last weekend. Of course, Lansing Ignite with that 1-1 draw against the Greenville Triumph. Toronto FC with that thriller against North Texas SC as well. They trailed 3-0 in that matchup, stormed back to level it at 3. And here is the upcoming schedule. Lansing Ignite FC, not a lot of rest for them. We'll spin it back around. We'll be here on ESPN Plus Saturday night. Orlando City B will be in town at Cooley Law School Stadium to take on LIFC. Let's peep those USL League One power rankings. South Georgia Tormenta sliding ahead of North Texas SC. Of course, there's still a lot of soccer to play. Remember, every Monday they drop at USLLeague1.com. We'll be right back with the second half. just about ready to go for the second half of action. 0-0 the score through the first 45 minutes of play. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that first half. Lansing Ignite FC came out the first 5 minutes really the aggressor against Toronto FC 2. As a matter of fact, they created a few quality scoring chances. That guy Celso has played with a lot of pace here this evening and certainly has been a factor as he set up that go for Lansing Ignite. But Celso was not done. He continued to just be shot out of a cannon all night long as he was burning up the pitch one side and down the other. Toronto FC 2, however, would get their footing under them as they created a couple of chances as well. And they did it off the corner, as you see here. Sean Hundell bangs that corner off the crossbar. And we would stay level at 0. Celso gave one another go. And Lansing Ignite FC, right before the end of that first half, would try to challenge the keeper Kevin Silva for Toronto FC 2. But in the end, neither side could break through. Another dangerous chance there that was thwarted by Stefan Cleveland. And Cleveland hasn't faced a ton of shots, but when he's been asked to make a save, he has done the job. See what Celso St. Duke and Lansing Ignite FC have in store for the second half. The high pressure, high pace, you figure, should continue. There is Xavier Gomez. He's ready to go. Lansing Ignite FC will have the possession to get things started. Toronto FC 2, 60% of the possession in the first half. They out-cornered, or check that, Lansing Ignite FC and Toronto FC 2 level at 3 corners apiece. The best scoring chances of the evening have come off those corners. Who will break through? A huge 3 points on the line. Things could look a lot different for both of these sides if they're able to come away with the 3 points here tonight. My name is Neil Rule, and the second half is underway at Cooley Law School Stadium. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely. Choose Sparrow. Foul will be called. Very quick restart by Lansing Ignite FC. Some of the smoke remnants blowing across the TV screen into your living room. If you're watching around the world. Header was flicked on. In this play, Stefan Cleveland will have it roll up, and he will boot it back down the pitch. Settled down by Patrick Bunk Anderson. We talked about it in the first half. Toronto FC 2 with just 14 available players here tonight. So they have just 3 subs, one of which is a backup keeper. So for all intents and purposes, just 2 positional subs for Toronto FC 2. Keep in mind, Franco Ramos Mingo playing with a yellow card. Celso St. Duke scooped up a yellow card in the 28th minute for Lansing Ignite FC. Matthew Serbel laid it alongside that left touch line. Jacob Schaffelberg has been an influencer here this evening. Schaffelberg this year 2 goals on the season. And you get the feeling with the way that this match has gone for the first 47 minutes. It's going to come down to a playmaker making a play, as sports often do. Get the feeling a high-quality goal will be scored, and that will be the difference here tonight. Which playmaker will step up and make a play in a big-time spot? Toronto FC 2 picking up where they left off. Some good possession through the middle of the pitch. Sean Hundell, he's certainly capable of being a playmaker. Griffin Dorsey touches it through. The cross got all the way through the 18. Left foot shot will go over top of the frame. Stephon Cleveland not really challenged with that. Cleveland, the 26th overall pick of the Chicago Fire in the 2017 MLS Super Draft. Elijah played it through. A left-footed shot. This goes over top of the frame by Jacob Schaffelberg. But he has been consistent on the attack here this evening. Toronto FC2 has just about exclusively held the possession here for the first 3.5 minutes after halftime. Elijah had it for a second. Now got it back. Sean Hundell had it. Tries to split two defenders. He's taken down and the whistle sounds. Sean Hundell. Two goals for the Canadian U20 national team on his resume. Griffin Dorsey, number 6 overall pick, last year's MLS Super Draft. Signed the Generations Adidas contract. Big time player at Indiana. 44 matches played, 8 goals, 11 assists for the Hoosiers. 6 foot, 160 pounds. Ramos Mingo gave it away. Here's Celso trying to take advantage. Celso's cross, chested out. Toronto FC2 has been very composed defensively. Lansing Ignite FC really not been truly lethal on the attack since that early corner to start this match. As we mentioned, with that short side that they have, just 14 players. A lot of players in San Diego for the United States Soccer Developmental Academy event they have going on. Lots of Division I college coaches across America descending upon San Diego as well. Here's Celso. Pace again. Celso puts the brakes on. Goes towards the left side. Hollingsworth. Shobani had it. Celso. Nifty touch to Moshobani, but the flag is up along the far sideline. Kevin Silva, the keeper, sends it down to the other keeper, Stephon Cleveland. Silva with a clean sheet against Lansing Ignite FC back on June 8th. Jesus West. Celso settles it down. Good job by Hollingsworth to keep that one in the field of play, but then it just trickles over the touchline out. Throws it in. Lansing will get it back. Ivo Serna plays it. Here's Hollingsworth. Former draft pick of the Colorado Rapids. Grant Stoneman played it up ahead. Stoneman also a former MLS draft pick as well. 55th overall last year's draft, the Chicago Fire. Ovalle. Made it towards the left. Chipped up inside the box. Coming off the line is Stefan Cleveland to make the grab. Very confident play from Stefan Cleveland. Jesus West. West on loan from Club del Este FC in the Panamanian First Division. Made his debut for TFC2 against FC Tucson back on May 13th. He's also touched it backwards. Not something you see him do a lot. When he gets that possession, he wants to go, go, go. Get a good look. That line for Toronto FC, all moving in unison, forcing the ball to be played backwards. From UCLA Bruin, Kevin Silva plays it up towards the midfield line. Serta settled it down. Gomez muscled off the ball, too much in fact. Schaffelberg guilty of the foul. Celso gets around West. Here's Celso into the 18. Just a little too far behind on the pass. Shabani was making a move. Celso just couldn't get it in front of him. Over to the 56th minute. Some numbers ahead for Toronto FC too. Instead they will drop it back. Ovalle lays it towards that left touch line. Gideon Waija. The target just goes off the bottom of his foot. Got all the way through, and Toronto FC will retreat and now attempt to build up that possession again. Very strong start to the second half for TFC2. Serbal makes a nice spin, the 1-2. Serbal gets it back, goes wide. Griffin Dorsey into the 18. Dorsey, the left foot, curls it wide of the left post. Toronto FC2 much more deliberate here in the second half, but some great buildup. Look at this. From side to side of the 18-yard box. Griffin Dorsey gave one a go. Toronto FC2 coming off a 3-3 draw against North Texas last week. That was a match they trailed by the score of 3-0 before coming back to level it out. And it was interesting in the discussion this week with Nate Miller, the head coach for Lansing Ignite FC, because Lansing Ignite 1-1-3 in their last 5, so they have 3 draws in their last 5 matches. Here's Griffin Dorsey again, his service over top. Handal. That whistle will go against Toronto FC2. But Nate Miller was telling me about how there's different levels of draws. Some you're happy with, some you're not happy with. I would assume that's one that the Toronto FC2 people are very happy with. Just get a look at the replay. Brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely, choose Sparrow. Stefan Cleveland will put it in play. 1-2 2 build-up. Here's Hollingsworth. Threads it up ahead to Celso. Celso 1v1. Good matchup here. Celso hesitates. And it poked away. Now a second defender comes. And the throw-in will go to Lansing. Chipped up towards the top of the D. 50-50 ball won by Toronto FC2. That was Ramos Mingo that did the deed. Here's Nick Moon. Nick Moon's a guy who always seems to make a play somewhere down the line. Ricky goes wide. Pass ahead. Celso touches it wide of the post. Boy, Nick Moon put it on a tee. And Celso just missed. Substitution coming up for Lansing Ignite FC. Alex Bruce will check in. Ricky Lopez Espin finished for the evening. Lopez Espin didn't really have the high quality opportunities that you're accustomed to seeing him get, as that pass was actually just out of Lopez Espin's reach. So Alex Bruce comes in. He's got 3 goals this year. Very solid player for San Antonio in USL Championship last season. Corner upcoming for Toronto FC2. Talk about Alex Bruce, 73% pass completion rating last year for San Antonio. Becky Pagan, the head referee. Griffin Dorsey will line up the corner. Gives a signal, pops it high in the air. Just over top of Patrick Bunk Anderson, which is tough to do. Bunk Anderson, 6'2". Nifty touch ahead. Here's Celso. It's a 2v2. Elijah trying to come back. Celso left foot strikes, finds the back of the net. 1-0 Lansing Ignite FC. Take a look at the replay brought to you by Sparrow Health Systems. What a play by Alex Bruce, who just checked into the match, and Celso did the rest. Silva unable to close off that near side. Celso with the goal. We talked about his pace all night long, and you saw it. He was just faster than everyone else. Lansing Ignite FC, despite the fact they've been outpossessed here tonight, finds themselves with a 1-0 lead. So now Nate Miller turning up the heat. Big 3 points on the line. Especially for Lansing Ignite. Such a big win if they're able to get it. We still have a lot of soccer left to be played. Looking at the live table, though, Lansing Ignite will climb to just 1 point behind Toronto FC for 3rd place. This holds. goal by Celso. Put some energy in the building. Put some energy into this Lansing Ignite FC side as well. Nate Miller pushed the right button. Alex Bruce came in. Right away, got an assist. So now Toronto FC2. Their backs to the wall a little bit here in the 64th minute. Tumi Moshobani steps ahead. Advantage was given, then the whistle sounded. It's Moshobani on the turf. '61st minute goal by Celso has changed everything here in Michigan State Capitol. My name is Neil Rule, happy to have you with us on ESPN Plus, also all over the world on YouTube. Gomez, Tumi Moshobani, who will trigger? Moshobani chips it up towards the right side, headed on frame. Kevin Silva makes the grab. Wasn't really tested, but a dangerous setup. Stefan Cleveland sends that one over the touchline, taking no chances. Check our Sparrow Health Systems replay. Beautiful setup. Sound positioning though by Kevin Silva. Great anticipation. Throw-in coming in for Dante Campbell. Fans USL unveiled its elite youth platform, the USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest levels across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. USL keeps pushing the envelope to develop that young talent all across America. Soccer continues its forward push in the United States. Certainly USL at the forefront of that. Right now, Lansing Ignite FC is at the forefront of this match. They have a 1-0 lead. Just joining us, Celso in the 61st minute off the Alex Bruce assist. And that's where we stand. Toronto FC2, who has not lost in their last 5 matches. They were coming in hot. Marshall Hollingsworth plays it towards the middle. Celso again. He's onside, gets on the end of it. Celso crosses over inside the 18 towards the top of the D. Moshobani fakes the shot, now fires and it's blocked. Cross sent in right on the front of the goal. The cross was set up for Alex Bruce. Couldn't get the contact he wanted. Celso in the last 7 or 8 minutes has turned this match on its ear. Moshobani, very patient. Luckily for Toronto FC2, that ball whistled down. Here's Celso again. More great footwork from Celso. Celso hit with the foul. He doesn't like it. Celso and Griffin Dorsey. Celso checking in at 5'9". Griffin Dorsey at 6 foot. Also about 20 pounds. Celso senior in the weight class as well. As Gideon Elijah comes out. And Madai Asusi comes in. Asusi, the native of Tunisia. And remember, just 14 players traveling. Dorsey will be attended to by the medical staff, has some blood coming out of that right elbow. But remember, just 2 positional substitutions available for Michael Rabaska. Jan Filion is the backup keeper. Robert Boscovich, the only other available sub. As we move into the 70th minute. Dorsey. Moshobani intercepts. Celso's making a run. Moshobani finds him. Celso just lost his footing at the last second. When he's reaching towards that groin area. So Celso can shake it off. He's been dynamic here tonight. Another takeaway for Lansing Ignite. Celso has it. Trying to set up the 1-2. Grant Stoneman jumped up into that play. I haven't really said Grant Stoneman's name a lot here tonight, which is surprising. Very solid player. USL Team of the Weeker this season. 2018 Missouri Valley Conference Defensive Player of the Year at Loyola Chicago. Alex Bruce wide to the right side. Nick Moon trying to take on 2 defenders. Lost that battle as the mathematics were not on his side. Dorsey tried to turn on the Jets. That ball played up towards our cameraman. Nate Miller in his first season. Give Toronto FC a lot of credit. They've improved a lot during the course of this season. And they've had our number. Our guys are mad about it. Been able to negotiate a lead so far here in the 72nd minute. Ramos Mingo. Nobody on the other end. Throwing coming up now for Lansing. Hollingsworth throws it short. Now gets it back. Also the target right at midfield. Ball flicked ahead towards Celso. Does he have another dynamic run in him? This time 4 defenders back. The TFC2. So Lansing United FC plays what's available to him as they play the ball back. Coming along the far sideline. Ball goes off of LIFC, and the throw-in coming up for Toronto FC 2. Lansing Ignite FC really has been able to obstruct passing lanes, especially over the course of the last 15 minutes or so. Here comes TFC2, left side attack this time. Ball popped up. That was nearly dangerous. Zasusi tried to get in the mix. Stefan Cleveland will take his time as he gets ready to boot it down the pitch. We're in the 75th minute. Time becoming a factor now for Toronto FC 2. Nate Miller, nothing but great words to say about Stefan Cleveland. Really stabilized the goalkeeper position for Lansing Ignite. Something they desperately needed at the time. 78% save percentage, which you certainly like to see. Here's Griffin Dorsey. Dorsey service played out, corner upcoming. Toronto FC2 has been dangerous times on the corners. TFC2 will return home next Friday to square off with Forward Madison FC. Corner serve towards the back post that was headed out and now played out towards midfield. Forward Madison FC, of course, some of the best kits in all of United States soccer, I think anyway. Flamingo is strong, let's just say it like that. Those kits, man, they're straight fire. They're going all full Mingo on it. 76th minute, 1-0. Lansing Ignite FC with the lead. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us wherever you may be watching. The only game in town in USL League One tonight at Cooley Law School Stadium. Patient possession here from Toronto FC2. Jesus West sends it back towards the left side. Ball sent in towards the 18. Xavier Gomez will flick it ahead. Tumi Moshobani will settle it down. Long ball served ahead. Alex Bruce was the target. Toronto FC2 very deliberate with the attack. Still have some time to work with. Not quite desperation yet. Coaches will tell you once that clock gets in the 80-minute range, things really start to tighten up. Toronto FC2 still with a few minutes to play with before that happens. Here comes an attack for Lansing Ignite. Celso won't be able to catch up to it. Celso was making a bid for a brace, and Nick Moom is making a bid to make a big play. Kevin Koyfik comes over, plays it over the line. Whistle sound, substitution coming for Nate Miller as Kyle Carr will check into the match. Celso St. Duke will come off, and he will get a nice hand from the crowd here at Cooley Law School Stadium. He was dynamic especially on this run. Silva unable to recover towards that near post. Celso strikes, and that is the difference. So Kyle Carr comes in, the former JUCO All-American, East Florida State College. Great story on USLLeague1.com about his relationship with Nate Miller. I suggest if you're a Lansing United FC fan, slide on over to USLLeague1.com site. That ball popped up into the air. Served back up towards the D. Chipped wide to the left by Asusi. Dante Campbell plays it inside the 18. 50-50 ball. Moshobani comes away with it. Will Lansing choose to counter? Moshobani hesitates. Now tries to step through. Both players get tangled up. Moshobani will be the guilty party. Who's up, who's down, where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL League One Power Rankings only on USLLeague1.com. Power Rankings are great. We're in the day and age of Power Rankings, man. Check those out every Monday at USLLeague1.com. Always gets discussion going. Of course, South Georgia Tormenta overtaking North Texas in the #1 spot. The case certainly can be made. Georgia Tormenta playing some good soccer. Put the pressure on North Texas right now on the USL League One table, as is this side, Toronto FC 2. Behind. Stefan Cleveland will pick it up. South Georgia Tormenta just a point behind North Texas. North Texas with a match in hand, however. So we're in the 81st minute. Screws continue to tighten, and the flag is up. Toronto FC 2 has possessed the ball 59% of this match. They have 5 corners to Lansing United FC's 3. But through all that, I think it's safe to say for the first 5 to 10 minutes of the second half, Toronto FC was in control, but then Lansing United FC really flipped the script. They were the aggressor. Picked their moments. Celso came through to deliver the goods. Jacob Schaffelberg over to see the training staff. Get some blood coming out of the arm. Ramos Mingo will play it back to Kevin Silva. Silva almost lost it to Moshobani. And it's actually off of Moshobani. Schaffelberg now come back on. So can Toronto FC 2 dig deep? They traveled just 14 players through the U.S. Soccer Development Academy business going on in San Diego. Dorsey up on the run on that right side. Schaffelberg has it, moves his way forward, turns, crosses up towards the 6. West. Ball curled in towards the 18. Was loose for a second. Toronto FC 2 digging in now. 83rd minute. Really pressing forward. You see the midfielders pinched up almost to the final third, and that foul will be called against Ramos Mingo. Mingo playing on a yellow card he got in the 27th minute. Lansing Ignite FC now very deliberate. That's a position they've earned with that 1-0 lead. Ball sent up towards the left corner. Moshobani is exactly where he wants it. Goes out to Kyle Carr. Carr will drop it back. Serta will drop it back. And here comes the reversal. Trying to get up into the play was Marshall Hollingsworth. Grant Stoneman escorts that one over the touchline, throws it in quickly. Jacob Schaffelberg coming to pressure. Stefan Cleveland. In the 85th minute. As of now, there'll be a ton of stoppage time. Maybe 3 minutes with the subs. Schaffelberg hits the turf. Cross played out. Nick Moon will win a corner. Substitution coming up for Miller. Lansing Ignite FC, this will be his 3rd substitution of the night. So Nate Miller going for the close. Moshobani will come over to trigger the corner. Moshobani saying no. Pato Botello Faz will come in. Tumi Moshobani. he was politicking, doing his best. Wanted to stay in there for the corner. Botello Faz will come in. Played his college soccer at St. Mary's, Division II, 39 goals in college. 8 goals last year at Corpus Christi FC. So Pato in. Big corner opportunity for Lansing Ignite FC. It could put a world of hurt on TFC2 if they're able to convert this. Kyle Carr surveys the scene. Steps it off and lets it go. The outswinger headed towards the crossbar by Grant Stoneman. Kevin Silva comes off the line. He will get a whistle away from the play. Dante Campbell looks to be shaken up. And Alex Bruce will get a yellow card. Bruce hit with that yellow. Let's see what we got. Sparrow Health System replay. Here's Bruce. Trying to obstruct the path of Silva. I always used to try that move playing FIFA all the time. Didn't work all that often, however. Didn't work for Bruce there either as he scoops up a yellow. On that far sideline, pass inside. Pato tried to make the turn. And a corner kick upcoming, no. Bruce beside himself. In the meantime, we move into the 89th minute. Stefan Cleveland will scoop that one up. So Lansing Ignite FC will reap the benefits. This will kill roughly about 45 seconds. Cleveland just booms it down the pitch. Kyle Carr hits the turf, and the foul goes against Toronto FC 2. Another yellow issue. So that yellow card goes to Matthew Serbel. Serbel in the books. Serta will drop it back. We're in the 90th minute. I would imagine we're going to mosey our way on up towards about 4 minutes of stoppage time. And that is in fact the case. So there will be 4 minutes of stoppage time. Time to move everyone forward now for Toronto FC 2. Silva. Flicked on. Nick Moon has to go over the touchline. Throw-in coming up. Serbel, who just got the yellow. And there it is, 4 minutes of stoppage time. Brought to you by Peak Performance Physical Therapy, the official training and rehabilitation partner of Lansing Ignite FC. Throw-in inside the 18. That scramble was headed up in the air. Here comes a counter. Alex Bruce. 4 players across. Bruce with Hollingsworth. Bruce hesitates and it's poked away. Lansing Ignite FC almost put the cakes on the griddle here in Lansing. Bruce had a good look around, knew who was with him. Throw in along that far right touchline. That's just fine for Pato as he goes to the corner. Pato tried to win the corner. Instead, it went right to Kevin Silva, who outlets quickly. We're in stoppage time. Giveaway by Toronto FC 2. Hollingsworth jumps up into the play again. Carr will go to Hollingsworth. Tried to thread it through back to Kyle Carr, and he did temporarily. Carr will be hit with a foul. Had a handful, the jersey of Jesus West. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Sparrow Health System. Choose wisely. Choose Sparrow. Carr plays that one down. Here's Nick Moon. Moon mixing it up, doing well against 2 Toronto FC 2 players. Carr steps up to take it away. Carr goes to Moon. Moon makes a turn. Pato's up with him. Instead goes to the right side. Bruce, and that ball's fired over top of the goal. The assembly line likes their seat in the game right now. Owen coming up now for Lansing. Hollingsworth. Make the turn towards the corner. Able to keep it in. Now he'll just stop. Probably retreat to that corner. That's exactly what he does. It's punched away from him as Susi. Turn and fire it ahead. Hundal tried to make a turn with it. Haven't said Sean Hundal's name a lot here in the second half. But it only takes one, and he has it. 1v1 against Koifik. That ball served into the 18 and headed away. Just about the final minute of this match. Alex Bruce knocked that pass attempt down. This will cost valuable seconds for Toronto FC2. Jesus West. That ball's played away. Here's Pato. He will go to the corner, and he's cool with that. Final few seconds of the match. Xavier Gomez gets it back. Pato finally had it taken away, but then Xavier Gomez took it back. The whistle sounds, and Lansing Ignite FC gets a 1-0 home victory over Toronto FC2. A huge 3 points for LIFC at Cooley Law School Stadium. Nate Miller talked about having an angry side after what Toronto FC2 has done to Lansing so far this season. And his players respond with a huge home win. That man, Celso St. Duke, the goal scorer in the 61st minute. And that is our play of the match, brought to you by Telecris Plasma Resources. Pride for our donors, passion for our patients. Help create life-saving medication by donating plasma today. You see, this was an end-to-end goal for Lansing Ignite FC. Alex Bruce put it on a tee, and Celso's pace provided the rest. Went all the way down the pitch, the left foot to the near post, and that would turn out to be the game winner for that man. So we will take our final break of the night, come back, get you all the numbers, all the particulars from this one. Lansing Ignite FC with a 1-0 win. We'll be right back with more. You're watching USL Soccer on ESPN+. Stefan Cleveland scoops up another clean sheet. And as a matter of fact, he provided tonight's defensive play of the match. Tonight's unwavering defensive play of the game is brought to you by Kuntz Law. And you see an opportunity for Toronto FC2 that would see Stefan Cleveland close the door and secure the 1-0 win over Toronto FC2, and that man, Celso St. Duke, would provide the offense. Lansing Ignite FC would make that goal stand up. Let's check our highlights from tonight's Lansing Ignite FC victory. LIFC came out strong in the first 5 minutes of this matchup, but Toronto FC2 would certainly have their moments as well. TFC2 dangerous at times, held a lot of the possession of this match. We got a very good look at Griffin Dorsey, the number 6 overall pick in last year's MLS Super Draft. The Generations Adidas contract holder was very strong. Toronto FC2 very strong. As a matter of fact, they held 59% of the possession here this evening. But this is the possession that mattered. Lansing Ignite FC, off a beautiful through ball by Alex Bruce, would see Celso deposit it on the left side of the net. That will put Lansing Ignite FC up by the score of 1-0, and they would make it hold up here this evening. As we said, another clean sheet for Stefan Cleveland. And Lansing Ignite FC very strong down the stretch, as they were able to keep a lot of the possession towards the end of this matchup and really kept it stress-free for the fans at Cooley Law School Stadium. Lansing Ignite FC scoops up a very big 3 points that puts them right back into the mix of the USL League One table. And here are our full-time match stats. We talked about that possession edge for Toronto FC, an edge in shots as well, 11-8. But when you add it all up, that top column is the one that matters the most, and that one's on the side of the home team. Lansing Ignite FC with the win. The man of the hour, Celso, alongside with his assist provider, Alex Bruce. And they would be the difference here tonight. Bruce had just come on as a sub and provided that spark. And Celso finished it off as he gives the high five to the youngsters. The assembly line came in fired up, and they'll leave fired up as well, as their team, Lansing Ignite FC, come away with a 1-0 win. For our entire crew, my name is Neil Rule. Thank you for watching, everybody. Lansing Ignite FC 1-0 victory. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.